Revelations.Unveiled.Detroit.
Are continuing in the apocryphal text of the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16, verse 1. Therefore, by the like were they punished worthily, and by the multitude of beasts tormented, instead of which punishment, dealing graciously with your own people, you prepared them meat of a strange taste, even quails to stir up their appetite, to the end that they desiring food might, for the ugly sight of the beast sent among them, loathe even that which they must needs desire. But these, suffering penury for a short space, might be made partakers of a strange taste. For it was requisite that upon them exercising tyranny should come penury, when they could not avoid. But to these it should only be showed how their enemies were tormented. For when the horrible fierceness of beasts came upon these, and they perished with the stings of crooked serpents, thy wrath endured not forever. But they were troubled for a small season, that they might be admonished, having a sign of salvation, to put them in remembrance of the commandment of your law. For he that turns himself toward it was not saved by the thing that he saw, but by you, that art the Savior of all. And in this you made your enemies confess that it is you who delivered all from evil, for them in the bitings of grasshoppers and flies killed. Neither was there found any remedy for their life, for they were worthy to be punished by such. Verse 10. But your sons, not the very teeth of venomous dragons, overcame, for you. Mercy was ever by them, and healed them. For they were pricked, that they should remember your words, and were quickly saved, that not falling into deep forgetfulness, they might be continually mindful of your goodness. For it was neither herb nor mollifying plaster that restored them to health, but your word, O Lord, which heals all things. For you have power of life and death. You lead to the gates of hell and bring up again. A man indeed kills through his malice, and the spirit, when it is gone forth, returns not. Neither the soul received comes up again. But it is not possible to escape your hand. For the ungodly that deny to know you were scourged by the strength of your arm with strange rains, hails, and showers that were persecuted, that they could not avoid. And through fire were they consumed. For which is the most to be wondered at, the fire had more force in the water that quenches all things. For the world fights for the righteous. Verse 18. For some time the flame was mitigated, but it might not burn up the beasts that were sent against the ungodly, but themselves might see and perceive that they were persecuted with the judgment of God. And at another time it burns even in the midst of the water above the power of fire, that it might destroy the fruits of the unjust land. Instead whereof you fed your people with angels' food, and did send them from heaven bread prepared without their labor, able to contend every man's delight, and agreeing to every taste. For your sustenance declared the sweetness unto your children, and serving to the appetite of the eater, tempered itself to every man's liking. Verse 22. But snow and ice endured the fire, and melted not, that they might know that fire burning in the hail and sparkling in the rain did destroy the fruits of the enemy. But this again did even forget his own strength, that the righteous might be nourished. For the creature that serves you, who art the maker, increases his strength against the unrighteousness for their punishment, and abates his strength for the benefit of such as put their trust in you. Therefore, even then was it altered into all fashion, and was obedient unto your grace that nourishes all things, according to the desire of them that had need, that your children, O Lord, whom you lovest, might know that it is not the growing of fruits that nourishes man, but that it is your word which preserves them that put their trust in you. For that which was not destroyed of the fire, being warmed with a little sunbeam, soon melted away, that it might be known that we must prevent the sun to give you thanks, and at the day spring pray unto you. Verse 29. For the hope of the unthankful shall melt away as the winters or frost, and shall run away as unprofitable water. And until we are together again, I love you. I love you. I love you. To be continued. Revelations.Unveiled.Detroit.